from his collection of children's songs, which I just unearthed. These are wonderful little pieces, not childish at all, but childlike, I guess, is the better word. So welcome all.
Thank you, Cynthia. And everyone, good evening. Welcome to another Wednesday. The weeks seem to go by incredibly quickly when we're staring at screens all day, don't they? For this evening's Taizé worship, we will stay muted to protect the clarity of sound traveling from Cynthia and Faye to us. And if you need anything, just send me a message and ask for some help. I'm glad to be tech support. It's our hope that through worship this evening, you are able to sing and find your voice wherever it may be. It's our hope that you find rest and respite in prayer. And if you need to put something down, if you've got a burden, may you find place and space to put it. So we begin to worship with Laudate Omnes Gentes.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay. So we have a responsive reading, Psalm 104, verses 1 to 24, paraphrased. Bless the eternal, O my soul. O heart of my heart, you are very great. You are clothed with honor and majesty, wrapped in light as with a garment. You stretch out the heavens like a tent. You set the beams of your chambers on the waters. You make the winds your messengers, fire and flame your ministers. You make springs gush forth in the valleys. They flow between the hills, giving drink to every wild animal. The wild donkeys quench their thirst. By the streams, the birds of the air have their habitation. They sing among the branches. From the heavens, the mountains are watered. The earth is satisfied with the fruit of your work. You cause the grass to grow for the cattle and plants for people to use to bring forth food from the earth and wine to gladden the human heart, oil to make the face shine, and bread to strengthen the human heart. You have made the moon to mark the seasons. The sun knows it's time for setting. O Eternal One, how manifold are your works. In wisdom, you have made them all.
A poem, Remember, by Joy Harjo. Remember the sky that you were born under. Know each of the stars' stories. Remember the moon. Know who she is. Remember the sun's birth at dawn. That is the strongest point of time. Remember sundown and the giving way to night. Remember your birth, how your mother struggled to give you form and breath. You are evidence of her life, and her mother's, and hers. Remember your father. He is your life also. Remember the earth whose skin you are. Red earth, black earth, yellow earth, white earth, brown earth. We are earth. Remember the plants, trees, animal life, who all have their tribes, their families, their histories too. Talk to them, listen to them. They are alive poems. Remember the wind, remember her voice. She knows the origin of this universe. Remember, you are all people, and all people are you. Remember, you are this universe, and this universe is you. Remember, all is in motion, is growing, is you. Remember, language comes from this. Remember, the dance language is that life is. Remember.
Sancte Spiritus, veni Sancte Spiritus, veni Sancte Spiritus, veni Sancte Spiritus, veni Sancte Spiritus. Veni Sancte Spiritus. your glorious light. Veni Sancte Spiritus, Veni Sancte Spiritus, Veni Sancte Spiritus, Veni Sancte Spiritus.
Please join us for a responsive prayer, speaking out loud the lines marked you as we all stay muted. Mother Earth, spirit of all that gives life, we miss you, we announce you. During this time of isolation and seclusion, we cannot feel your warm embrace the way we want. We must close our doors, yet we know that nothing will keep us away from the ever-renewing nature of life. The clouds still move, birds fly. Will you whisper to us? As we listen, we recognize that our time inside may be part of your restoration. Our commitment to staying put could give back a small piece of all you've taught us. How strange that distance will keep you healthy and strong too. We recommit this Earth Day to your protection as we protect the lives around us. Our health is the same song as your health, well of life. Will you sing with us? Tomorrow we will wake again, awash in the grace you reveal to us every day. May we look to the root systems below us to find our way. If our equilibrium is off, may we sit in the shade until we regain the strength to continue walking. Thank you for the constancy of your care. From morning light to sunset, we breathe in the gratitude of life. Will you breathe with us? Let us say together this prayer inspired by Jesus, Rabbi and teacher. O breathing life, your name shines everywhere. Release a space to plant your presence here. Imagine your possibilities now. Embody your desire in every light and form. Grow through us this moment's bread and wisdom. Untie the knots of failure binding us as we release the strands we hold of others' faults. Help us not forget our source, yet free us from not being in the present. From you arises every vision, power, and song, from gathering to gathering. Amen. May our future actions grow from here.
Dona nobis pacem cordium, dona nobis pacem, dona nobis pacem cordium, dona nobis pacem, dona nobis pacem cordium, dona nobis pacem. Dona nobis pacem cordium, dona nobis pacem. Dona nobis pacem cordium, dona nobis pacem. Dona nobis pacem cordium, dona nobis pacem.
Thank you, Faye and Cynthia. The music sounded beautiful this evening. There was harmony and it was crystal clear. So before we head out into the evening or into the next room, we're just going to talk a few things coming up. First of all, I want to thank God for cats, that in a moment of silence, our feline friends can make their presence known. What a blessing that was to hear a little cat noise. As a cat lover, I really miss having a cat. We ask that you donate what you're able. I posted the link in the chat box. So on your way out, if you could drop a bit to support the work we're doing, that would mean a lot. In terms of what's going on next in the life of the church, there's our regular services going on Sundays, and we've got Monday morning prayer with Reverend Will. We also have an opportunity to tutor coming up. So if you are confident in any of the sort of basic high school curriculum, some of our young folks are struggling self-studying, and without a teacher looking over their shoulder, they're finding difficulty focusing, and for some folks it's just a lot harder to study alone. So send me an email, skinsman@westendchurch.org, if you're interested in being a tutor for some of the youth in our community. There's a great need right now. So before we go out and before we celebrate all the work these incredible folks are doing in 5 minutes, let's speak our benediction together, which has just been pasted into the chat box. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know where we are headed next. In these moments of uncertainty, as we ask for help believing, it will appear. We are not alone. This evening's worship binds us together so that we can further the grace we have been shown. May we be generous with our gifts. May we honor the earth in how we live. May we help others find the strength they need. Amen.
Faye is going to sing a wonderful piece by Kim Oler, which is used for Paul Winter's Earth Mass up at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine. And this is in honor of Earth Day for the blue-green hills of Earth.
For the earth forever turning, for the skies, for every sea. To our Lord we sing, returning home to our blue-green hills of earth. For the mountains, hills, and pastures in their silent majesty. For all life, for all of nature, sing we our joyful praise to thee. For the sun, for rain and thunder, for the land that makes us free, for the stars, for all the heavens, sing we our joyful praise to thee. For the earth forever turning, for the skies, for every sea. To